Welcome back, guys, to freedom of speech, basically. I'm gonna be doing Hillary versus Donald Trump. I'm gonna be basing this is gonna be Bernie versus Trump. It's gonna be based off of the Hillary versus Trump map. Mrs. Hillary Clinton was probably the closest candidate to ever being able to beat Donald Trump. I mean, she was a woman, and she was the wife of a powerful president. Even with the influx of someone like Hillary, I believe you'll see that a lot of corporate money has been going to war. But I think, I believe that for the next 8 years that everything must be considered upon education, and that has mostly to do with the Democrats. So you'll see interesting flips, but we'll go with the normal California, Hawaii, because I mean, I don't even know what California and Hawaii alone are putting out for naval ships, but I'm sure Bernie would know. And if Bernie didn't know, then he would just call up Elizabeth Warren and Tulsi Gabbard. I wouldn't imagine him wanting to call up Kamala Harris. And then we have Oregon, which is a port state. And we have Washington, where Social Security really does mean something to these people, so I can understand that. But I believe that $1,000 would help Social Security, so that's why I think Yang will show you that he outpaces this map, but doesn't matter. I think Donald Trump would win Alaska. I don't know about Arizona. Oh shoot, I should put that in nothing for now. I'll come back to Arizona. We'll go, obviously, the good old states. And then Utah will probably be conservative. Then Nevada's went liberal for Hillary, so whatever. Florida's gotta be like hard conservative just because of Bush. Versus Bernie, yeah, I think Donald Trump would win. I think he would easily win that. I don't think he would win New York though. I think if California flipped, then, or not flipped, I think since California will obviously always go liberal, then indicatively just New York will go liberal because of these two cities alone. And then you have Mexico City. But you have Nebraska, which is a all or nothing state. I'm gonna flip it fully conservative. It's because they have so many that are all or nothing. Actually, wait, if there's 3, does that mean he can win one of them? I think he'll partially win one of them then. Because I don't know what all or nothing states are, but as you can see, these states are set up to eventually flip, no matter what Texas does. Because just look at Alaska. I mean, it's so much easier to catch a plane ride to Hawaii than it is Alaska. That's why you see arguments for Hawaii flipping. You have Illinois. Remember, the Northeast is mostly densely populated areas. You have Virginia flipping. You have Maine, which is also a weird all or nothing state. So I'll go 2 for Donald Trump because I heard he's in New Hampshire, which I will flip. But then I will go Democratic. Yeah, Democratic. I think if Yang did something else and talked once more. Oh wait, he's gonna do that. Oh well, then yeah, I would easily flip Maine to 2, or at least 3. I would consider him worthy of 2. But I would not be surprised if he got 3. But I would be surprised if New Hampshire apparently. I don't know. Apparently everyone's been talking. New Hampshire normally goes Democratic. We'll go Vermont. And yeah, they didn't even tell me the state. Was that Rhode Island? Massachusetts. Connecticut with Boston. Right? No, Hartford. Boston. Massachusetts, Massachusetts, Boston, Hartford, Connecticut, Hartford, New Jersey, no idea. Is that Delaware? Delaware, Dover, Maryland, Annapolis. I don't know. What's this? Who's this? I can't even see who that is. 3 points? This is so sad. Who is this man? Who's this 3-point kid? West Virginia? Oh, it's probably DC. Yeah, that's gotta be DC. Very densely populated area with 3 points. 38. Ooh, crazy. Oh, that might be. Wait, no. No, that is the last points. That's crazy. West Virginia. Ohio. No, Ohio's gonna be Republican. Indianapolis is gonna be Republican. West Virginia would probably go Democratic. These are all the flip states. But we'll wait. See. Already Bernie has a lead, really? Wow. Because Washington DC is worth all of North Dakota. I'm telling you, one of these states is gonna flip. Just because of this and Canada. Like, I cannot be, like, I'm not normally generous to the Democrats, I feel like, in this area, but it always seems to be generous when it adds up. And these states do add up as well. One of these states is just gonna flip because of Canada. I mean, look at this. Like, no one wants to explain this. It should be all or nothing, as it always has been, but either way, we'll see. No, we'll go Idaho Republican. Oh hey, look, it's an actual bug. That's disgusting. We should kill that. Ah, oh, fudge. I hope I killed that. Hope to God I killed that. That was like a desert bug. Gosh. Was that blood? Ah, here. We'll throw the freaking pill on the ground. Katie, eat up. Is that it? Yeah, you should kill that. I killed it. Silverfish. It's okay. They're creeping. Ah, we'll keep going. Ah, crap. Well, how many bombings have been in Oklahoma and in, bleeding Kansas, bombing Oklahoma, bombing Texas schools? Eventually one of these is gonna change. I don't know. But that's just because of proxy. But look at this. Voter proxy. Look at this. Boom. Tennessee. They need their social security benefits in Tennessee. This could be a flip state for Bernie. In the other video, he said he wouldn't win this, but I mean, if you have the influx of Yang, just like Yang or someone like me handing out money, someone like us trying to hand out money, it would be interesting. We need more. Yeah, how many like miles? What 1 mile equals how much pavement? That's what I want to know. Give me 20 men. They say Georgia will flip too. See, that's why there's so much weird talk. But then, all you can see is them going freaking Republican. But one of these states will flip, if not Iowa. But I'll go Iowa. But Missouri, okay, yeah. Georgia, sure, we'll stay. But look, even now, Democrats have a 250 lead to 208 lead. That is amazing. Against a campaign like Donald Trump's. Where is he? I don't hear him going here. He visited Arizona a lot, but there's a Senate flip. I don't know what he has to say about that. Plus, Donald Trump. Where's Donald Trump putting the miles? Is Donald Trump putting the miles down here? That's also another thing. I would say one of this state could probably go Republican if Donald Trump was putting down miles, but or someone was, but if even then it's like 11 points is a lot, but 249 to 239 to 219. Still 20 points ahead. Minnesota, boom. 70 points left, that's crazy. Pennsylvania went Trump. Michigan went Trump. But this was also a close state. North Carolina went Trump. So I think South Carolina would go Bernie. Especially if Tennessee, I mean, this just looks like a jagged map. But there's 20 points. What's take a flip though? I don't know. This is the worst case scenario. Bernie does well in Wisconsin. And if he's already taking Illinois and Iowa, half of Nebraska, and then obviously Colorado and New Mexico are gonna be it. Again, Arizona could flip. Tennessee would probably obviously go Republican, but I know FedEx is there, and FedEx is not gonna like what Donald Trump said about corporations. And I'm only doing this because a lot of the population went Democratic last time. And this is a very close race. This is one state. I mean, this is just winning Illinois. Yeah, that's not even including Florida. They offset each other. But then you have Ohio and Georgia, which is supposed to flip. I think Yang would probably win Kentucky. Michigan. Probably not South Carolina, but maybe North Carolina. I wouldn't know. And he could also win Texas. He could also easily win Texas. California's already changing. Because money equals money. Alaska, I don't know why people say Alaska wouldn't go. They say that Alaska wouldn't go Trump because of if Trump was facing Mr. Yang. But that's probably just because of the Greenland Purchase. I think Alaska would go Mr. Yang because he does support UBI. I don't think they would be getting less. I mean, if they would be getting $2,000, you'd just be like, oh yeah, then it just speeds up the rate of how quickly we'll be able to see, if it's successful. But we don't have any railroads going to Alaska. I don't know if we have a road, but ice shipping is a good thing to do in Alaska. I don't think that would be necessarily a military budget at the end of the day, which Trump claims it to be, but I'll keep it Republican. Again, Nebraska could completely stay Republican, but it wouldn't matter. Could Michigan as well? Wow, Michigan could as well. See, I'm telling you, people don't like that crap. They really don't. And one of these states is gonna flip someday. One of these states, the state is either gonna have Colorado people going to it, Oklahoma people going to it, Nebraska or Iowa people, or at least Illinois, or just pure Texas. But again, this state is centered for success. You'll probably see a bigger vote count there, especially because of their property tax issues, and they don't have, no, exactly. And so Missouri will be designed to just offset, because I don't think Nebraska would be voting any differently than Kansas. I think Missouri would eventually, or Arkansas, because yes, you do see a lot of people going this way, but military spending says this way. It says up and down. And so if you're going to Kansas, Arkansas, down to Alabama, that's a nice place. And you go up through Illinois and Chicago, that's a good place. You go straight, Richmond, Virginia, which is far away, and then Frankfort, Kentucky, which was a fort. Yeah, right. And then you can go to St. Helena, or you can go to Austin, or Denver. But you wouldn't really want to go to Santa Fe, which is again why Oklahoma is seeing bad benefits from the result of New Mexico flipping. But it's just what's going to happen. I'm sorry, South Carolina has to be flipped. That would have changed the result, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would. But then what if South Carolina changed? Well, we could say maybe New Hampshire wouldn't. Or maybe if South Carolina voted, especially with Mr. Yang holding contests and bars, then he could be like, oh yeah, maybe Maine would be a little bit different for Bernie, especially with how many people voted liberal up here already. But they say Donald Trump is going up there, but maybe then I don't see him going to Wyoming. I don't think Wyoming would necessarily agree with Utah on 100 degrees, especially with how many, is this just Indian reservation? I'm so confused. I don't care if it is. Or just like national parkland. I'm pretty sure this is like national parkland. And then you have Wyoming, which is like, oh crud, we don't really know. Which is probably, what is it, mountains or is it, I think it's, here we can look right now, let's look right now. I'm so interested. Wyoming, Montana, map. We go satellite first. Oh no, they show it, okay. That's so amazing. So it looks like there's mountains close by. However, upon further inspection, wait, the lines aren't even straight on here, that's crazy. Oh, there's Wyoming, okay. Okay, so it looks like Wyoming has a straight path up here, like less mountains and more straight land. But through here, it's a huge mountain range that pokes out, mainly pokes out like here, like a thumb. And then there's a valley that follows through here, which is kind of interesting, and goes into deep Ohio. But then Ohio has mountains up here, which is where you see Montana start to take over. Right? No, I think I'm too up. I think the mountains are more here. Hold on. Where is Montana? It just shows Canada, then it shows Montana. Oh, there's Montana. Okay, no, the mountains are actually right along here. That makes more sense. Mountains, yeah. Easy way to drive. And then, yeah, easy way to drive, like, up here. So then, more automation. Where's the path through? That's what I want to see. Oh, it's through Idaho. It's either down here, and you go to... Is that Oregon? Yeah, that's Oregon. Or Washington, but either way. Either way, you go to, say, here. If you go down here, or if you go up, you go to here. Oh, yeah. So if you go up, you go here. But if you go down, you go here, which is better, because then you can go down here. There's a road that connects these two. This goes all the way down. And then it passes that one, like, GTA map. And then it goes to here. No, it goes to, like, here. Which is a road, and then the road follows all the way up, past Nevada, through Utah, but there's also a road that goes here, through Arizona, through New Mexico, to Texas, one road here, up through New Utah, through Kansas, Arkansas, Kansas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Virginia, Maryland, Connecticut? Wow, okay, crosses asleep to Connecticut. And then goes into Maine. And then it goes over here. It actually goes behind Canada, the road, and then it goes over here, which is not our territory, but what we share with our Northern American friends. It goes over here, then Big Lake here, called whatever, it's near Hamilton. So there's a road that goes up here, and a road that goes up here. I eventually believe that this road that goes up here to Ontario will be better. So the road up here is interesting to look at. So that's why I think one of these states would flip, because look, the roads through here are great, but if you go too much up, you go here, which you really don't want to go. If you go through here, you're fine. Or if you go back around and go up here, even better. And this road does eventually takes you to here, and then it takes you to here, and then it takes you up and up. So once you get like up here, you're safe with every single road, but here it's a weird, interesting road trip, because you have to avoid mountains in this area. Whose benefit? That's the benefit to one. Okay, so I would say Idaho would flip. Yeah. So who? Oh, Pennsylvania. Wow, that's 8 points. That's 16 points. 20. Then you have the normal liberals. Whatever. They branched out. They took Tennessee, or they took Kentucky. I mean, they're 6 points ahead. They took Kentucky, not Tennessee. Tennessee said, you know what? No, we're okay with it. This isn't even counting the all or nothing states and possibly Maine and Nebraska. Fine, we'll take one congressional district. Oh, 2 points. Not including... But again, if this was against Mr. Yang, Alaska would be for sure his. He would have one up here, which you're looking at a 4 point lead. But let's change it back for the sake of institutionalization. Even this is a good path. I mean, this is the road. This is the road that goes here. There's a road that goes down here. This road is trying to get education. So automation would help any of these states. Any of these states will go liberal for Mr. Yang. For like a white Mr. Yang who's a Republican, it just says exactly what Mr. Donald Trump says. By 2032. You know, but I would just vote him now. And then you can have all the 1%ers be like, I know what to say, and here's a good idea for you to invest your money in, and it's against, it's against Venezuela and Argentina, but it's not as easy as that. But again, Mr. Yang could take any of these in the South, and he could take Michigan if he wanted. Michigan was hard fought for Donald Trump over Hillary, but he won it. By God, he won it. But not by the amount. He would lose it to Bernie, so if he would lose it to Bernie, he would lose it to Yang. With the help of advertising. If he had the funding. But I believe he could do it. I love Mr. Yang. He's cool. He went live on Instagram, so he's lit. That's all you need to know. But it's not all that you will know. There. North Dakota, South Dakota, yeah, right. North Dakota, South Dakota could help with $1,000. Oh my gosh. That's a kicker. This is a power steam. This is like, look at what we can take. If someone built these up, they could take out this area, even if any of these states would want to flip. Because I know that a lot of Californians moved to Texas not to vote liberal. But a lot of Texas turned liberal whenever the Californians got here, which is funny. So that's interesting. So these two states will be interesting, but we'll be generous, even with automation. Sorry. Yeah, this is like what Donald Trump won. Wow. This is exactly what his campaign defines. What, 4 million industry jobs automated away. Right here. You know, bad liberal press. Because they don't help too much out with freedom of speech, right? Yeah, these states, New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, yeah, Virginia, West Virginia, heck yeah. They said what they wanted to in the Confederacy days. They know it too. They'll turn. If Georgia's turning, they're turning. Hawaii turned. as always. And either way, will you have a stalemate? You have a stalemate. Which would probably be in Mr. Trump's favor. But against versus Mr. Yang, but versus Bernie would win the popular vote. Bernie was crushing Hillary in certain popular vote areas that just weren't worth a lot. Bernie would kill Donald Trump. He would suffocate him almost. No, not even close. That's what Mr. Yang would do, actually. Bernie would not suffocate Donald Trump. Bernie would draw that at least half of America will not want more huge military funding. And there's a video of him in 1982 or 1992, I believe, saying that we don't have an enemy. So this would just be the average American's vote that we don't want war. At the end of the day, I would say that these were more peaceful countries. Well, I don't know. But either way. Yeah, actually. Except for New York. New York's chaos. And what did people want in the 1700s? Order. They had a lot of freedoms, they just wanted order. They did not want to be chained or downgraded because their words made more money than others. Doesn't matter. What matters is the truth. The truth shall ring, people. This is such a beautiful, I love it. I love the colors. It's cool. What should we flip to say Bernie would win? Popular vote, Maine? Just one Maine? Sure, we'll go the second one. We'll go the one that just says one. Hard though. We'll go easy? Really, even if easy doesn't matter? Well, I think he'd win it somehow. Oh wait, this one's doing that. So specific though. 269? Wait, I don't get this. The prediction is 270 to 268, but the actual vote is 269 to 268. Probably because of popular vote. That's probably like the 50. Isn't it like you have to win by 50% plus 1% rather than 51%? Because it's not the same thing. Because plus 1% to 50% is not the same thing as 51% exactly, right? Even though it's kind of close. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good stat. It does matter sometimes. I think this Bernie versus Trump, it would matter a lot. Because it would be a tight-knit race. They're both old people. Both Trump allowed. Mr. Yang's gonna have to talk a lot in the debates. But they said that he was just talking whenever, like, the camera wasn't even on him. So, that's hilarious. Keep going. People should film that more. That makes more publicity. That just shows you how corrupt a political campaign can be. I think it's supposed to be something like a seminar where you share your beliefs and you tell something like, people like, alright, this is how I can best pay you to buy diapers for your children. I have children diapers too, but I can shoot any like clay target up in the sky or anyone that comes over. And I know that a lot of you could too, so if you started up a chink company, you know, that could be within your budget, but how would you do it without our help? You know? It's like the mafia guy. Gosh. Well, yeah, and then we also have to pay off our debt, but that would create more work. Chickle up economy, the chickle straight economy. Just because you just get the straight truth. I have no idea. I'm voting Mr. Yang, so if I was voting Mr. Yang, I wouldn't vote Bernie. Just vote Mr. Yang, but that would still take away votes from Donald Trump. And Beto at work gave Ted Cruz a run for his money, so you're lucky it's an all or nothing state. I'm glad it's an all or nothing state, but I'm just saying you're lucky. Haha. It's crazy. Thank you all for watching. And we'll drag this out to 30 minutes because I like 30 minutes. Remember when it was just a donkey and an elephant? This probably signifies a brain, and then this signifies work or sweat with the amount of time. I would say time or dedication a person puts in, or just pure persistence. This is intellect, creativity, and honesty. Peace out.